Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name's Colton. I like to talk about Bibles, books, and theology-related things. I remember a story from when I was younger, a child kind of growing up in church. My dad was pastoring, and there was a man in our church who asked my dad, he said, I would really like a Bible that's really compact with giant print. And at that time, there really weren't a lot of anything out there like that. And it was always kind of funny. Well, if that's you, good news is Thomas Nelson's got you covered with the New King James personal size giant print Bible. Thank you to Thomas Nelson for sending this Bible out for a fair and honest review. But I want to show it to you today. I think it's really cool, and it is compact. It is very portable and extremely readable. So let's take a look at it together.
I fix my eyes on Christ.
Okay, guys, so here is the slipcover for this Bible. I got it in purple. I'm kind of a sucker for purple. I don't know what it is. I just really like purple Bibles right now for some reason. So it's the NKJV giant print but personal size Bible. It has the comfort print that's exclusive to Thomas Nelson. It's easy to read. Words of Christ are in red, so this is a red letter Bible. Classic double column layout, paragraph format, so this is not verse by verse. Has the NKJV translator notes, 8 pages of maps, a satin ribbon marker, and the font they're saying is 12 point. But even with that, the comfort print, I mean, it looks bigger than that. It's pretty large. And then there's the retail price. Normally it's going to be a little cheaper than that. So let's take a look at it. I really like their design here. Now, some would say, this Bible maybe looks a little more feminine with the sort of flowery side thing going on here. And, that's true, but I still think aesthetically it's pretty pleasing. It has Holy Bible on the front, but kind of off-centered off here to the side. It's kind of a cool look. I like it. Has perimeter stitching around. This is their leather soft material, so not real leather, but still really well done. Here's the spine. Beautiful spine. Has some of that ornate design with these little markers here for the spine. They're not like raised hubs or anything, but tooled lines with some imprinting, or I think that's what you call that. But you have Holy Bible, NKJV, and then the little Thomas Nelson logo. Pretty nice looking. And then here's the back. Not my favorite thing when they put this on the back, but hey, it is what it is. It feels really nice. These faux leather Bibles sometimes really surprise me, and how they feel in the hand, the sort of grain that they impress on there or whatever. It's just really cool. And then it does come with a single double-sided ribbon, so it's soft on both sides. It's gold. And I don't need to say it. I've said it a million times, but I will say it again. Thomas Nelson's ribbon game is on point. They put good ribbons in their Bibles. All right. So let's open it up. And we have a paste down liner, of course, with the presentation page, continuing the purple theme. All right. Here is the publishing information. And this Bible is printed in India, New King James Version. And even right away here from the table of contents, you get an idea of what you can expect and how big the font is going to be. This one is definitely for you if you have trouble seeing some of the fonts in other Bibles. There's a preface, and then we get right into the Old Testament. And it is, as mentioned, a very, very readable, large font. No doubt about it. It looks nice. I'm assuming that the translator notes, because of the large font, are minimized. Like maybe not the full suite, probably not the full suite, but there are some there on the bottom. We get that double column format that is paragraph style. Really easy to read. And I love Thomas Nelson's comfort print. I've always liked it. I think it really, there's just something about how, for me, it is pleasing to the eye. I know that is subjective. Okay, I get that, but I really like it. I think it looks sharp. Let's go to the Psalms, or there's Job, to give you an idea of some of the poetic setting. So it does kind of do the typical poetic thing where it breaks it down into a more verse-by-verse format with multiple line breaks. There's a Psalm 110, Psalm 109. Prophet Isaiah. And then we go to the New Testament, and you can see, as they said on the box, this is a red letter Bible. And the red lettering is legible mostly just because of how large the font is. It's still not my favorite as far as the actual shade of red. I wish it could be darker, which is a common thing I have with red letter Bibles. I like the more dark crimson look, and this one's, it's definitely red. It's not, I wouldn't say it's on the pink side or anything, but I would like it to be darker personally. Once we get towards the back, in the book of Revelation, we can see that this Bible is pretty simple as far as what all it entails. So we have the ending of Revelation, and then we just have a blank section here, and we go straight to maps. So because of the giant print nature, and I'm assuming them wanting to keep it as compact as possible, there's not a concordance or anything like that. We do get Thomas Nelson's maps in the back. And then some cardstock paper onto the paste down liner here. And I didn't show you, one thing I will show you here is the gilding is always, it's nice. They do a good job with their gold gildings. Really shiny, really pretty. You can kind of hear that the Bible pages still being, coming separate from one another because it's a new Bible. But I really think this is a nice addition. I know several people in my life who would love a Bible like this because it is a hand-sized Bible. They make good on their promise for it to be personal size, and it's not overly thick. It's just the right size, really. It's about the same size as something like the Heritage Edition, or maybe even pretty close to Thomas Nelson's Sovereign Collection personal sizes. It's really well done. So I'm not sure what the GSM is of the paper. I don't think that's disclosed. But to me, it's very readable, and I'm assuming that a big part of that is just going to be from line matching, because it looks like there is line matching throughout. So that's going to help also just with the font being so large. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Check this Bible out from Thomas Nelson. I'll have some links down below if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on maybe large print Bibles in general. How many of you guys out there are looking for a large print Bible, like a giant print Bible like this? Would love to know. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the things that help the channel, help me. I greatly appreciate it.